Oh, God. You know, there are many people in this world who have a very low IQ. But fans of the Matrix franchise and those who are excited for the Matrix Resurrections must be ranked among the lowest forms of life with minimal, possibly even negative intelligence, because they openly declare their fandom for a franchise that had zero relevance after the first installment. And you know what's so sad about that is even that first installment, even the movie that the Matrix diehards claim the non-Matrix fans secretly love, you know what's an absolute sham about that? It's dishonest. People point to the Matrix like, whoa, dude. Hits blunt, slow motion, man. And you know what? It didn't even invent slow motion. It did not invent bullet time. It did not bring any of that shit to the mainstream. Hong Kong cinema was doing that shit way better and with way less computer-generated imagery 20 years before The Matrix came out. The Matrix in and of itself is a franchise that's made for the dumbest, I'm talking like the stupidest motherfuckers out here. Dumb as fucking rocks. These knuckle-dragging Neanderthals. These absolutely ridiculous clowns who have zero taste. They don't even know what good cinema is. They wouldn't know good cinema if it slapped them in their fucking face, because they've been exposed to superior films. They've been exposed to good film. I have come out of the woodwork and told people on the daily what the best movies of the year, the best movies of the decade, the best movies of all time are. And yet these clowns, these buffoons who make up the general population, continue to dump money and time into antiquated franchises that need to stay dormant, like Star Wars, like Star Trek, like The Matrix, like Jurassic Park, like it all. I mean, Jesus Christ. They say nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Well, you people need an intervention. My God. Imagine dumping your hard-earned dollar into what you know going into this film. It's not even a question. You know going into the film, it's going to be at best fan service and at worst woke SJW propaganda meant to pander to the gender neutral and gender fluid audiences of 2021. Of which the creators, the Wachowskis, remember the Wachowski brothers? Remember what the name of these people were that the original Matrix trilogy was billed under? They're both women now. They literally are 2021 incarnate. I mean, you've got woke written all over this. I mean, my God, The Matrix Resurrections should be called The Matrix Reassigned, because damn near everybody who's involved with this project has changed their gender at one point or another. I wonder if the Wachowskis just get bored of being a man. You know, they they crank it out for a couple of decades being the superior sex, so they're like, fuck it, let's go see what the other side lives like. And then they get the surgeries, they get the implants, they get the hair, they get all the bitchiness, they get all that woke propaganda, getting praise from liberal media and outlets that deserve absolutely no credence. At the end of the day here, folks, you need to remember one thing. This film is not for you. It is to push an agenda. I mean, Keanu Reeves, look at his hair. He's 2 steps away from a sex change himself. Oh, he wouldn't even have to change his name. The fact is this, folks. The Matrix Resurrections, the only thing it's resurrecting is a franchise that peaked early. You know what The Matrix is? It is the literal incarnate of mid. It is so fucking unnotable, so bare bones and average that honestly, had it not been for all the bullshit media shoving this down our throats, They could have changed the name and I never would have known. Keanu Reeves hasn't been relevant in 20 years. It's not like seeing whatever piece of shit he's starring in, you're going to stop and do a double take in. I mean, this man has made some trash. Let's not forget The Day the Earth Stood Still. Let's not forget The Lake House. Let's not forget all the string of garbage this man was in, including ruining video games with Cyberpunk 2077. Who can possibly forget that? He has expanded his reach, and he has a very distinct ability to take whatever property he's starring in or whatever role he's performing and actively bring down the quality of any given scene, because this man has the emotional range of a piece of white dog shit. I mean, I'm just spitting facts. No, actually, I'm spitting truth bombs the size of nuclear warheads that are going to shake the Matrix diehard fans, bring them to their fucking knees, make them realize the truth, because that's what I'm out here doing. I'm out here changing lives. I'm providing a service for free that should be paid. I'm dropping bombs that contain only hard-hitting facts. You may as well consider me the only media news source relevant in 2021. CNN's going to sugarcoat it, and Fox News is going to shove the conspiracy theories so far up your ass, even Alex Jones will be like, damn, this motherfucker's whack. Me? I don't do that shit. That could never be dead metal media. Dead metal media represents the holistic truth. Whether you choose to accept it or not is not my fucking problem. And the truth about The Matrix Resurrections is that it's a shit film made by people who can't even figure out what gender they are, starring people who have not been relevant in 20 years, omitting the best part of the original trilogy in Lawrence Fishburne, having a script that contains so much liberal propaganda, so much wokeness, such a social justice warrior narrative. It literally feels like they're ticking off the check boxes. Okay, we need a more diverse cast. Okay, we need a narrative that pushes inclusiveness and diversity. Okay, we need to pander to the people who can't figure out what the hell they are when it comes to what's between their legs, despite the fact that this was never a problem 50, 100, 200 fucking years ago. Nope, we're going to pander to them. The Matrix Resurrections is just the beginning and what is sure to be a long line of films that have no real substance. Consider them liberal cupcakes. You know a cupcake, it tastes good for the people who like it, but it has no nutritional value. It serves no purpose. It is not providing your body nutrients. The Matrix Resurrections is just that. For the SJW crowd, this will be their movie of the year. This is their representation, and this is their pushing of the narrative, and this is the way things are in 2021. We've evolved. Well, if this is evolution, I highly suggest that we degenerate back to where we were in the greatest period of movie, games, and just general humanity. I'm talking 1979 to 1990. That period, everything was booming. Everything. Film, the best it's ever been. Video games, the best they've ever been. Music, the best it's ever been. TV, the best it's ever been. Comics, the best it's ever been. Even just people. They were fucking nice to each other. They enjoyed each other's company. There was no debate. There was no rage. There was no group of people trying to redefine science to fit their fucking feelings because they don't like what they were born with. If that shit went down in my generation, your dad would have beat the shit out of you. I mean, come the hell on. When did we get so fucking soft? When did we get so fucking distracted? And when did we get so fucking weak that there are bigger movements rising up over what someone chooses to call themselves and their pronouns over fucking real issues? There are real issues plaguing this goddamn world. Hunger, poverty, homelessness. Why doesn't that shit get tackled? Why doesn't the mental health of veterans who have served this goddamn country get tackled before your fucking feelings? Why are there entire movies being made dedicated to making you feel like it's okay, to demand safe spaces, to demand other people change the definition of actual words to fit your fucking narrative, you clowns? I'm done with all of you. The Matrix Resurrections is garbage. If you give these woke fucks money. You're just as bad as the rest of them. The truth movement is not going to die. I will single-handedly revitalize it. The Matrix Resurrections, the only thing getting resurrected here is the crusade for fucking honesty led by one dead metal fucking media.